And our fourth main topic today gets submitted to us by Christopher Herman, who writes, with Spider-Man No Way Home right around the corner, fans are understandably super excited for the movie. I am too. This excitement has recently turned into outrage towards the fact that we are a month and a half away from the movie and we still haven't gotten the second trailer or even a poster. Now fans have resorted to dislike bombing every YouTube video Sony has posted. In my opinion, people are taking this way too far. Do you think this is acceptable behavior? All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yeah, listen, the movie fan community is one of the greatest things in the world. I am a proud member of the movie fan community. I have been since almost the day I was born. Ever since my mom first introduced me to Star Wars when I was a wee little child, I have loved being a part of the film fan community. The film fan community is tremendously awesome. That said, every good thing has a downside. Every good thing has a downside. A city wins a big national championship. Yay, that's great. But there's a downside. There's a little bit of looting. There's a downside, right? So look, the film fan community is awesome. I'm a proud member of it. However, one of the downsides of the film fan community is that we, and I say we, because I'll include myself in this. I include you in it too, if you're watching, no matter whether you think so or not. It includes you, includes all of us. Sometimes, I think it's fair to say that we as a fan community, as great as this fan community is and all the good it does, sometimes we can maybe be accurately portrayed as acting as a bunch of whiny, entitled little wankers. A phrase I picked up from Ted Lasso, by the way. We, as great as the fan community is, can sometimes accurately be portrayed as a bunch of whiny, entitled, and that's going to be a big word we use here today, entitlement and entitled little wankers. Oh, that's us. And as much as I hate it, I think that it's, look, and this is true of all of us as film fans, as much as I hate this, we can look at almost any, if we look back at our own fandom careers, we will see moments where we have all acted like whiny, entitled little wankers. It happens. But it's getting worse with like the use of social media and stuff like that, and that's the word entitled. Fans feel like they are entitled. I am owed. It's a sucky little wussy attitude that all of us can sometimes be susceptible to, and it is totally coming out right now. Now understand, Spider-Man No Way Home is a movie that already has a trailer out. It's not like they haven't put out a trailer, and it's not like that trailer came out all that long ago. They dropped a trailer for a little over a month ago. It's fantastic. Everybody loved it and cheering about it. And okay, we're talking about a second trailer now. We're not talking about the first trailer. It's not like we are 6.5 weeks out from Spider-Man No Way Home and gosh darn it, we still haven't got a second trailer or we still haven't got our first trailer. No, we have our first trailer. They just haven't put the second one out yet. Look, Marvel is clearly trying to play this one pretty close to the vest, but as a result of that part of our fandom that can be a bunch of whiny, crying, entitled little wankers is coming out, and they feel like, well, we're going to go review bomb and whatever and dislike bomb Sony stuff for this. This comes to us from the folks over at Heroic Hollywood who writes, we are less than 2 months away from the release of Spider-Man No Way Home, and although we've received a trailer back in August, fans are already frothing at the mouth for the second trailer. Anticipation for the film will only skyrocket even further once it releases, and it's reached a point where some fans have grown impatient. So much so that fans have gone to dislike bomb Sony Pictures Entertainment YouTube videos. For example, Sony Pictures Entertainment's official YouTube channel released videos for Don't Breathe 2 and Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. These videos received an overwhelming amount of dislikes compared to likes, with many fans in the comments section demanding the release of a new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. And again, this comes to us from the folks over at Heroic Hollywood. To me, this is not only sad, and a sad commentary on film fandom and just how pathetic we can sometimes be in film fandom. Because this is, let's not mince words. This is our fandom. And we can sometimes act in a really pathetic, sad kind of way. And this is one of those pathetic, sad kind of ways. And it just reeks of entitlement and all that kind of stuff. But here's the hilarious thing. This is the hilarious part. They are crying. I'm going to say we, because this is the fandom. We're all the fandom, right? We are crying and whining and acting like a bunch of entitled little wankers for a commercial. For a commercial. We're not asking for the movie. They know when the movie's coming out. We're not even asking for the first commercial. We already got the first commercial. We got a trailer. It's out there. We are whining and complaining and dislike bombing and acting like a bunch of little fucking pathetic wankers because we want a commercial. I don't know if it gets much sadder than that. I mean, that's pretty pathetic. Give us that commercial. What the fuck? What? A commercial. I feel like Allen Iverson. Practice? Like a commercial? We're talking about a commercial? And that's what this is all about? Oh my God, this reeks of entitlement. And it's sad and it's pathetic. It's not a good look on us as a fandom. And listen, before we all start pointing fingers at individuals, I think we have all been guilty of this. Maybe not with the Spider-Man situation particularly, but I think we have all acted like entitled little wankers from time to time when it comes to our own fandom. And I think it's something we need to be more aware of because it's not a good look. This isn't a good look on the fandom. This doesn't make us look good. This makes the whole group of us look like whiny, entitled little wankers. It makes all of it. It's not a good look. And I think we need to try to be a little bit more self-aware with how we, as a fan community, act towards this stuff. Because, again, it's not a good look. Doesn't make us look too good. Now, look, I'm excited to see Spider-Man No Way Home. Obviously I am. I love this franchise. I think John Watts, the director, has been doing a tremendous job with this franchise. I think this movie's going to be great. By the way, first time I'm going to say this. This is no insider information, all right? This is the first time I'm going to say this. I'm wondering if Patrick Stewart shows up in this movie as Professor X, and I'm not joking. I'm not joking. There's a reason I think that, and not because anybody at Sony or Marvel has told me that that's what's happening. Not at all. Just be very clear. Just be very, very clear. But there is a specific reason why I think that this is going to get so bananas that we could maybe actually see Patrick Stewart as Professor Charles Xavier in this. And it goes back a while. Why I think that actually goes back a while, but we'll talk about that in another episode. Again, don't go running around saying John Campea has reported that Patrick... No. Nobody's told me this. I'm just... As a fellow fan, we're doing our speculation. Remember, speculation is fun. Just don't let speculation become expectation. But I'm speculating that, and we'll talk in another episode about why I'm feeling that. But at any rate, I am very excited for this movie, but I'm also very embarrassed. Because as great as our fan community is, as great as our families are, sometimes, there's something about our family that we're embarrassed about. As great as our fan community is, sometimes we do things that we should be embarrassed about. And I think this is an embarrassment. I think this is an embarrassment on the entire film fan community. And this is not how we should be conducting ourselves. And I'm not pointing fingers because I think we've all done this. I think we've all acted like this, whether we realize it or not. So anyway, question is for you guys. What do you think about this whole thing? Jump on down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts.